You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
Watch live, up close, and personal the best games in the greater Wabash Valley on Indiana Sports Network.
Indiana.
Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, and you're going to see a great ball game today. It's Marian University against Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, and both of these teams, of course, in Indiana, NAIA schools, and kind of linked by their Catholic faith, looking at two ball clubs, one of them in a transition, and when I say that, Marian has had a couple injuries. It's going to keep them from being at their very best right now, but Saint Mary-of-the-Woods has started out. They've won 10 ball games out of their first 12, and again, a couple of the ball games that they would have lost in an introductory form would have given them maybe a loss more on their record, but they've played some really good teams as a tune-up for the River States Conference, where they were runner-up this last year and made the NAIA National Tournament as the second member for the River States Conference. And we're looking at a great afternoon of basketball. Hello, everyone. I'm Herb King, and we'll bring you all the exciting action here of Pomeroy basketball on Indiana Sports Network. Let's take a look at the Pomeroys so far this year. And if you're looking at it, all centers around the center, Sean Tupuola, who's averaging 15.7 points per game, but that's not his biggest asset to the team. It's defensively, probably the best defender in the River States Conference, as he rebounds extremely well, blocks shots, and he's been scoring at a pretty good clip. But most of them have been around the basket, as he is second in the nation in field goal percentage. A couple ball games ago, he had a 14 basket game where he scored 14 hoops and didn't miss a shot. And when you're doing that, you know you're pretty consistent in what's going on. But he's going to be the center part of what Saint Mary-of-the-Woods does on the inside. Second is Greg Jenkins, guard from, again, starter last year, played extremely well. He's been one of those guys that you just consistent play. He's averaging 14.6 points a game. Then Teray Howell with 12.3 points per game is the third player in double figures. The fourth one is Terrison Hogg, and averaging 11.8 points per game. And off the starter again, Caleb Ihikwu is at 7.5 points a game. And Greg Johnson, who's also started for Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, he kind of runs the show, so to speak, as distributing the basketball, playing that point guard position. With those 5 guys, 6, 7 guys, as you're looking at Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, they have a group that's played together for a year. They've been very strong. They've won 10 ball games already to start this season. And with that coming in, they're going to take on a Marian University team that is 6-5. They have a new head coach in Pat Knight. And with that understanding, they're trying to find themselves in what's going on, and they're not able to do that without one of their best players, as the injury bug hit the Knights early this season. Hey, we're going to come back and talk a little bit more in our pregame. We want to thank our sponsors and do all those kinds of things, so stick with us and we'll be right back. You're watching Saint Mary-of-the-Woods basketball on Indiana Sports Network.
In Vietnam, a grenade took my ability to see. Today, I'm a sculptor. My victory is bringing beauty into the world.
DAV helps more than 1 million veterans every year. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
You can get the latest high school and college sports information, plus great original sports stories at xlhsports.com. Check it out today. You'll be glad you did. Fearless Designs is still your champion for the finest in laser engraving. Trophies, hats, key rings, mugs, license plates, signs, and almost anything you can dream of are all available. Fearless Designs is a local company now serving the entire United States. Contact Fearless Designs for all your gift and promotional items. You will be glad you did.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
You are watching Indiana High School basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome back to St. Mary-of-the-Woods. Walter Gordon's going to be my partner this afternoon. I'm Herb King, and we'll bring you the exciting action of Marian University basketball taking on the Pomeroys here in Terre Haute. And we had a good ball game last evening at Terre Haute North. Was able to see them come away with a victory. We are the spot for sports here in the Wabash Valley, and with St. Mary-of-the-Woods on our broadcast schedule quite often. This is one of the games that I know Coach Jesse McClung has just hung his hat on and looked at it and said, this is one of the teams I really not only want to play, but I want to win this ball game.
And, you know, it's interesting when you have a team, you know, with the reputation of Marian coming over, you know, gracious enough to come over to the Nerley Center to play. That's a big deal. Then you factor in the personal aspect of it. Coach McClung coached there prior to coming here, and knows the people and knows the kids on this roster, probably recruited the good majority of them to try to come here. And so, you know, it makes it very personal, not in a negative way, but in a way that really adds something to what you're trying to do on the hard court. Of course, you want to win every game, but boy, there are some that you guys don't like to admit it. But I know deep down inside, you're human too. Believe it or not, coaches are people too, and so it's hard to take, you know, to separate that 100%. There's always going to be, whether you want to admit it or not, there's something there. And I know Coach McClung, he probably admits it on this one, that this is one that he definitely wants.
Oh, you circle them. They're red-letter games in what you're talking about. And, you know, I've had several of those. You talked about them. One of my assistants, I had a chance to coach against him in the last couple of years, and I really wasn't supposed to win one, and we ended up winning one, and I haven't lost to him yet. You know, it's one of those things. I don't say anything about it because I know he is just fuming mad because they should have won. You know, in his opinion, they should have won, and I'm thinking, yeah, they probably should have won the ball game. But, you know, those things bring out the best in people, sometimes the worst. But I'm thinking it's probably the best in this situation.
I would agree. And I know that, you know, when you look at what Coach McClung does and how he coaches with positivity. He coaches with love, also with instruction. Don't get me wrong. It's not just, you know, roses and flowers around here. I'm not trying to paint that picture. But you could just see the way he embraces and empowers his student athletes. And when you have, you know, that aspect, when you add to it, it does bring out the best in someone like him and someone like this program. So I anticipate that the Pomeroys will be ready to go, but I think the Knights probably will too.
Well, and, you know, you look on the inside, and I talked to him when I started out here this afternoon. The inside of this ball game is going to be very interesting to see because Sean Tupola has been the centerpiece for what has been put together here with Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, and a player that came out of high school not super well touted. That's why he ended up at Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, but has consistently improved all the way through.
He really has, and it's just a testament to the player development here at St. Mary-of-the-Woods, and also to Sean himself for putting in the hard work, some of that scripted with the coaching staff and some of that with individual work, which players of any sport need to do. You got to put in that individual work after hours if you want to really improve. And Sean has improved just from year one to year two, a true sophomore. A large specimen of a man, but very gentle in spirit and in heart. You can't tell it when he's got the ball in his hands or between those lines. But I love the improvement. that I've seen from year 1 to 2. Also, there's improvement that we'll probably touch on during the broadcast that I would love to see during this year and going forward. And so, but just a big part of what's going on here at Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, and just a lot of his success revolves around him in a good part.
Well, and you're going to see today, this afternoon, not a lot of people in the stands because it is Christmas break time, and the students are gone off of campus as they are in both places. And when you have that, some of these games, they're going to be, you can hear everything in the gym. And sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad, but we'll bring you the action here. A lot of people I know are going to tune in to watch this one simply because they're not able to go and actually see the ball game in person. So welcome if you haven't seen one of our broadcasts before to Indiana Sports Network. We're going to have a great opportunity to have, like I said, 2 quality teams here in NAIA basketball. Marian has been the program that's been in existence for much longer, and Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, a relatively young program in comparison to everything, but a very talented group of athletes as well.
And sometimes that youth and that, I guess you would say, inexperience bodes well. You get to make your stamp in a very quick fashion, as is what's going on here, and then you just take it and run with it.
And with that, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with all the action here from Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, where it's Marian University against Saint Mary-of-the-Woods on Indiana Sports Network.
Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Wabash Valley for over 30 years, and we are a leading Green Pro partner. Cold weather is here. Be sure to have your heating system serviced. We also have rebates available up to $625 on qualifying equipment. You can also get 24 months no-interest financing for qualified customers. So if you need a service call or are looking to upgrade your current system, give us a call at 812-448-8387. Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort and quality meet.
Joink has proudly served the Wabash Valley for over 20 years. And now we're investing in the future and bringing lightning-fast fiber internet to more communities. Fiber means faster. Streaming, learning, innovating, connecting. Experience what fiber internet can do for you from your local connection. Sign up today for free installation and a 3-year price lock. Visit joink.com to get started.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, you just saw, in this case, we heard Marian kind of have their breakdown, getting ready to go, and Saint Mary-of-the-Woods doing the same on the opposite end as we get prepared for this. And key to this ball game, what do you think it is for both these teams?
Well, for Marian, you can't turn the ball over. I think Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, would love to get in transition, get out and run. They've got a lot of length, a lot of athleticism. Marian don't turn the ball over. For Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, you're going to have to knock down some threes. This with Marian Ball Club, although young, very gritty, very tough. It comes with being a Knight, and you're going to have to knock down some threes because I expect Marian to play good, hard-nosed defense on.
Well, that's been, the forte for a Pat Knight club is playing defense, and it's just a matter of, what's going to happen. They're without one of their leading players, and with that opportunity, we'll talk about that more when we get in and close to into this ball game as, again, both teams have assembled near their benches, and they'll clear things. We're going to pause for just a moment. We'll be right back with the starting lineups. You're watching Indiana Sports Network.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the...
At Great Dane, we don't just build trailers, we build careers. For nearly 50 years, our dedicated teams in the Wabash Valley have been crafting some of the best trailers on the road. With cutting-edge technology and a family-focused environment, we empower our employees to grow, learn, and thrive in the manufacturing industry, all while focusing on delivering the very best for our customers. Come join our legacy of excellence and start building your future. Learn more at greatdane.com/careers. Great Dane. Be great.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You're watching St. Mary's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
You're all pro.
Here's the starting lineups.
Sophomore from Greenfield, Indiana, number 3, Dylan Moles. At guard, a 6'4" junior from Johnstown, Ohio, number 4, Gavin Foe. At guard, a 6'3" freshman from Jeffersonville, Indiana, number 11, Noah Levon. At guard, a 6'3" freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 12, Reese Butcher. And at center, a 7-foot senior from Batavia, Ohio, number 14, Jackson Ames. The head coach of Marian is Pat Knight.
And now we'll have the starting lineup for the
And now
Saint
let's meet the
Mary-of-the-Woods
starting lineup for the
Pomeroys.
Saint Mary-of-the-Woods Pomeroys. At guard, a 6'2" senior from Cincinnati, Ohio, number 2, Greg Johnson. At guard, a 6'5" junior from Columbus, Ohio, number 15, Caleb Awuku. At center, a 6'9" sophomore from Brownsburg, Ohio, number 23, Sean Tupuola. At forward, a 6'5" junior from Logansport, Indiana, number 25, Malachi Pearson. And at guard, a 6'2" senior from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 55, Greg Jenkins. The head coach of the Pomeroys is Jesse McClung.
So we'll get ready for this one again. Two big guys in the middle. If you're looking at Jackson Ames, he's 7 foot tall from Miami University of Ohio, transferred in to Marian, has been playing there now for a couple years. A big guy in the middle. And again, we'll see what Sean Tupola does in this situation. Again,
he's going to do the same thing he does every day. I can promise you that.
He's going to get there a little quicker, I think. I want to thank our sponsors: Carbon Heating and Air, Disabled American Veterans, and Fearless Designs. Tips up and controlled by Marian. Moving that basketball around, they'll use the high screen. They're going to call a foul out in front on St. Mary-of-the-Woods' Greg Johnson. Say got him and nailed him pretty good on that one.
Quick foul, as you had to recognize early how the game will be called.
Using that screen over, and they're going to call the offensive foul. This one will go against Noah Laban, the freshman from Jeffersonville, Indiana, and Providence High School.
You know, in the first 15 seconds, I could have let both of those calls go. But once again, recognize how it's being called, make a quick adjustment, or else somebody's going to be in foul trouble pretty early.
Well, the officials want to make this one. They got Tupola in the middle, missed him, traveled there. Tupola on a low post, pivots, Got it swiped out of bounds. That's good defense by Marian as they were able to get the hand when Tupola brought it down below his waist.
Good job by Foe to dig down and provide that double team. Sean got to recognize that and swing it.
Looking inside, shots up, it's good. He got fouled, and the big foul will go against Ames as he hit him on the shot. So Ames picks up his first foul, the team's second, and going to the line will be Greg Jenkins, who put the shot in, as St. Mary-of-the-Woods on the board first.
Not a foul that you want to commit if your aim is right there on a kind of an and one. Kind of just really trying to contest. Got looks a little bit too close.
And the old-fashioned three-point play is good for the Pomeroys. Man defense, again, being applied by St. Mary-of-the-Woods. They're going to use that drive, kick, and dish. And Marian's using that high screen a lot, trying to get it down inside. They do. Ames puts it up, challenged on the inside, and lost it out of bounds and went off of his leg.
That's one that you want. If you once again, Ames, you're down low within that 3-foot range. You got to convert that. It was challenged by Tupola very nicely. But if you're big man, you want to get off to a good start. You got to knock down that chippy.
Jenkins brings it up. Over to Johnson, now to Ikwu. And he said he stepped out of bounds. He used that back step. He's too close to the line, and Jenkins was out of bounds.
Turnover apiece now. It looks like, well, if you consider the offensive foul, it's a couple from Marian. The Woods.
Levon gives it off to Butcher. Now back out to Foe. Foe down in the lane, tries to get somebody off their feet, can't get it done. He's still in the lane, almost a 3-second call. Inside and just missed on that one was Ikwu. Deep one, and that's a shot clock violation. We'll give the ball back to St. Mary-of-the-Woods.
Had to throw that one up from, unfortunately from 35, 40 feet. It's very unfortunate. They couldn't quite get anything going. Some deflections by St. Mary-of-the-Woods, high hands on the defensive end to cause that disjointed possession.
Coach McClung calling the offensive set of 1-4 high. They're going to run them off. Johnson back out. Pearson had his hands on it. They're still looking for it. Open look, step back three, can't get it. Rebound, fought for. Big Sean with it. He gets another one taken out. He brings it down too low. They got a man in the post. Missed him in the post. Here's Tupola, puts it up and in, and you're going to count the basket and a blocking foul. And Sean Tupola is going to go to the line.
LeVon looking at the referee like, what do you want me to do here? Oh, boy. Try to provide a little defense there. And Sean is, just a big man. And sometimes you could be the wrong place at the wrong time. LeVon picks up foul number 2.
5-0. The Pomeroys with the lead. Tupola at the line, puts that one up and misses it. And they're going to call a foul on the rebound, and that's going to go against Malachi Pearson. He picks up his first one of the ball game. Third team foul. And it's a 5-0 Pomeroy lead.
And, of course, in men's college basketball, there's no reset at a quarter break. We're going 7 in free throws. We might get there
pretty quick.
Soon.
A lot of contact on this one. They're going to bring it over. Down Ames with it on the outside, trying to get rid of it. Finally does. Tipped and poked away. Tupola knocked it out of bounds. Good active hands by the big guy.
Almost off to the races there. 5-0. Looking like Marian trying to find an answer, trying to find opportunity to. I guess we got to give the ball up at some point here. We got a student with the basketball.
Elhadi Diallo subs in for Marian. Again, we're just underway here in the first half. A bunch line, trying to get it. They got a hold. Yeah, that was an easy one to call there on Hikwu.
Yeah, just no need for that. It was just Had his back to the basket, trying to go get the ball to start the possession. No need to hold. Now 4 team fouls. Excuse me, 3 team fouls.
Diallo back outside, gives up to Foe. Foe down the lane, just missed that steal attempt. Looking, there's the shot, open look, and canning it is a player off the bench, Diallo.
Big shot for Diallo to get him aboard number 1. Also, mid-range is going to set up a zone defense now.
Zone, they're going to give it up, and again, Sean puts it up and in.
That can't happen off the zone, the easy entry pass and easy bucket.
Nice job by Ames in the low post. They're going to call the foul on. They're going to call the foul inside on Tupuola.
Boy, I just would love to. Once again, I'd love to be that. Let the big boys play. You got 2 mammoth guys out there. There wasn't egregious banging. Yeah. Let's play a little basketball here. It's a physical sport. I would have loved to see Ames get into his move there.
Well, he had a nice one before and missed it because Sean was in his face.
Absolutely.
Almost stolen away. It is. No, it's not stolen away.
Good hand.
Picked up right that time by Foe. Butcher on the drive. Can't get it to go and rebound and put back in for Jackson Ames.
Good job. Ames staying with it. A couple of offensive rebounds right there to get Marian their second bucket.
Approaching that 16-minute mark here. They're going to feed inside. Looking. Good ball reversing. Had an open look and didn't get it there. Feed inside. Tupuola. Short hook. Can't get it. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Pomeroy basketball. We want to thank Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane, the Hamilton Center, Joink, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive, all sponsors of sports here on Indiana Sports Network. Into the ball game comes Teray Howell. Howell averaging in double figures on the season.
It's a true freshman. The kid can play, flat out play. In the rotation from day 1 here as a true freshman on a really good team. So also Bonds in the game with the ball right there. Misfeed.
That was a tough one. They're going to call a foul.
Oh,
off of the shove in the back is what they're going to say. They say got him in the back, and that was I don't think that one was there.
Oh my gosh. That's Ames' second. If that's a foul. Let's let these boys play. I want to see these guys be able to get after it.
Feed. That's a great look on the inside, and Greg Jenkins ends up with the bunny off of the inbounds pass. It's a 5-point Pomeroy lead. Boy, you're right. Howell is quick and active.
Quick. Oh my gosh! Just wait.
Drive down the middle. He just walked with it.
Foul first. I think it's going to be on Bonds. It is. Bonds picks up his first foul. This is a 6'7" senior from he was at Breezer University previously.
Well,
who was that came in for Marian? I know that Ames took a seat. I didn't see who came in. We'll catch that here in a moment.
Feeding it inside. Number 2 came into the ball game. That's Gustin.
Thank you.
Josiah Gustin came into the ball game. Looking inside, gave it up on the easy look, and a great turnaround by Gavin Foe to put that one in.
Foe with the easy turnaround from a little 10-footer. Brings them within a possession, 9-6. Staying in that zone.
Yep. And they're going to move it around all the time. High post, low post. Had a chance to put it in.
There.
Open look, puts it up, can't get it. Tipped around, stolen. That's a great play on the inside. And Greg Jenkins is having a whale of a ball game here.
You know, you play the averages when you play Saint Mary-of-the-Woods. They only have 2 games all season where they've made more than 7 3-pointers, but they average 11.5 more rebounds than their opponents off the races. Good defense in transition.
Well, if you didn't miss that one, and I think most people did, but the official made that move down on the inside and actually caused the player to fall midcourt.
Yeah. Jesse Burdick in the game for the Pomeroys for the first time, senior from Marshall, Illinois.
Open look. You don't see very many of those, and he just strokes it in there. Great shot by Diallo, and he's been a real decent asset for Marian off the bench.
Absolutely brings it to a 2-point game, 11-9, and his second bucket. Stroke feeling good right now.
On the outside, again, inside, tough shot, couldn't get it. Rebound, Burdick. Inside, Jenkins, fade away, can't get it, left it short.
Once again, the Pomeroys getting on the boards on the offensive variety as we normally see. Not able to knock those down, though.
Marian with that ball movement.
Have an opportunity to tie or take the lead on this possession. Good
tough defense. Everybody on the floor. Burdick's got it. Gives it up. Here's Johnson. Makes the move. On man, one man. Drive, shoot. Doesn't, just leaves it short and stolen away. They're going to call Jenkins on the foul.
That's good defense by Marian once again. You see these guards by Marian, whether it be Moles or Fogue, boy, they've got active hands.
And with that, we're going to have a timeout on the floor, and we're going to take one as well. It's 11-9, a 2-point lead. Pomeroys in the lead.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1. You are. You're #1 at York.
Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Wabash Valley for over 30 years, and we are a leading Green Pro partner. Cold weather is here. Be sure to have your heating system serviced. We also have rebates available up to $625 on qualifying equipment. You can also get 24 months no-interest financing for qualified customers. So if you need a service call or are looking to upgrade your current system, give us a call at 812-448-8387. Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort and quality meet.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week. You are
a 2-point lead for the Pomeroys here early in the ball game. 13:22 left to go here in the first half, and you're right. They've called it very tight both directions. The next foul on Saint Mary-of-the-Woods is going to send Marian to the line, and Marian has 4 team fouls as well, so it's been called pretty evenly. The issue has, as John Wooden would say, the team with the most fouls is currently in the lead.
That is true. And, Marian getting to the free throw line would be, just what the doctor ordered. Is Marian not a team that's going to blow you out from the 3-point line? Neither one of these teams make a lot of threes, Herb. It's just Marian takes so many fewer than maybe a team like Saint Mary-of-the-Woods.
Trying to use that high screen. They do over and over again. Oh, good defensive play that time on the inside. And again, Jenkins with his hands on the basketball. Shots up, it rolls in. Got some of that spin, and again, Diallo with another basket.
You've got 7, leading all scorers.
Half-court trap as they're continuing to move. They need to move it. Open look for 3, buries it. Howell with that 3-point shot.
That's a big shot by Trey Howell right there out of the corner. Providing the spark here.
And on the inside, Nara. Turnaround and a nice shot that time by Josiah Gustin right in the lane.
It is interesting that they've gone, I don't want to say gone small because they don't have a big lineup, but it's going to be interesting to see how Sean maneuvers defensively against these Knights.
Jenkins thought about shooting that one, had an open look, now feeds it down the low post. They're going to try to get it to Paola, and they're going to say it was tipped out of bounds.
Switch to a little 1-3-1 look there. Did Marian and
Hikuwu into the ball game again. Greg Johnson will take a seat.
See what we get out of this out-of-bounds play.
They'll just get it in. Trey Howell. Johnson can't get it. Tipped up and rebound and put back. He'll get the bucket in. He'll go to the line.
When you have the length that St. Mary's possesses, when you look at up and down his lineup, they have tremendous more length than they did last year. Sometimes the best offense for them is throw it up and go get it. the offensive rebound viciously. That also, though, if you don't have the right balance, is going to lead out some leak outs by Marian. So watch that as this game progresses. If St. Mary's doesn't have the proper floor balance, Marian might start to leak somebody out, get a rebound and go.
Jared Bonds with that rebound, put back, and old-fashioned three-point play, and it's a 4-point lead for St. Mary-of-the-Woods. Still working it outside. Butcher feeds it over to Nahra.
You could hear St. Mary-of-the-Woods calling out the play here. Good contest.
Boy, oh,
but
my.
He caught it from his backside.
It's still down there.
Do what you got to do, Herb.
Trey pulls up for it. Trey can't get it to go. Rebound. Tupola tips that one around. Johnson with the fade. Outside, open look. Ooh. Feeds it up, and he traveled with it.
Yeah, he was lucky because that was going to be a charge if it wasn't travel. That would have been his second foul, so he's lucky that it was just the travel, and we got an injured player. Uh-oh.
Well, Diallo took a tumble down here, and he never really did recover. Okay. He went down there and played as hard as he could, and then he went, this is not too good, and took a seat. Into the ball game comes Aiden Franks, a 6'3" freshman, redshirt freshman guard from Wapahani. Haven't heard that one too often, but I know where it is.
Yeah, you do. Hopefully we can get Diallo back in this game here momentarily, get some treatment, get it looked at. Maybe a retake job. We'll see.
Good defense with the drive on the inside. Tupola in his face and did a nice job. Oh, nice rebound, but he missed the bunny was Butcher.
An opportunity right there with the offensive rebound, but boy, Sean and Howell provided good defense on the respective players.
They'll swing it back over. Ahikwu to Howell. Trey pounding it hard.
Yeah.
With the drive, pull up in the lane, nobody on him. Missed the shot. Rebound comes out.
Go up.
He's trying.
Yeah,
he can't get to it.
Nope.
Howell looking outside, and they'll roll it. Drive down the lane, puts a shot up off the glass and in, and it's Ahikwu with another basket, and a timeout's been called by Marian, and we'll take one as well. A 6-point lead by the Pomeroys.
Fearless Designs is still your champion for the finest in laser engraving. Trophies, hats, key rings, mugs, license plates, signs, and almost anything you can dream of are all available. Fearless Designs is a local company now serving the entire United States. Contact Fearless Designs for all your gift and promotional items. You will be glad you did.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
You're watching St. Mary's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Hey, a solid ball game this afternoon for both of these teams. It's just right now St. Mary-of-the-Woods is doing a great job on the offensive glass.
Hey, they really are, and this is what they do each and every game. They pound the offensive glass and use their length, their size, their athleticism to get extra possessions. They haven't been able to knock down a lot of those offensive putbacks to the delight of the Marian Knights, helping to stay close. It's a 6-point game. Big timeout by Coach Knight right there. Try to settle the troops, and let's see what they get out of this timeout, see what they run.
Approaching that 10-minute mark, which would be a first quarter if we were in any other type of basketball.
Yep. Any other.
Here we go. Turn around. Moles down the middle, didn't get it, didn't want what he had. Franks back outside. Here's Franks again.
Good screen. Could have been a trip.
It could have been, but Franks buries the three on the outside, cuts that lead. No, they called it a 2. Sorry. 19-15 is our score. Howell not afraid to take the big one, and he turns that one over. with it. Deep run down outside, and great hustle by Howell to get back and get the rebound.
After turn it over, you better hustle, right?
Outside, almost lost that one. Howell again. They'll pull it outside.
Very nice.
Tupola in the post. He'll put it up. Doesn't get it. And that's pretty solid defense on the inside by Marian. Now they're letting them play.
Yep, I was going to say the same thing. Haven't had too many fouls called in the last several minutes.
Looking for the backdoor cut. Had it, just missed him on it. Down inside, he got Luke Carroll in the ball game. He drives. That's going to be a foul or travel, and they call the traveling violation as Luke Carroll, the redshirt sophomore from Hamilton Heights High School and Valparaiso University, walks on that one as he drove to the basket.
Nice to see Kobe Barnes walk in, getting a lot of hugs here. As of course, been here last year, helping to lead the Pomeroys to the NAIA first round, and nice to see him in attendance today.
Well, I've been just amazed with what Coach McClung has done here in bringing in quality athletes and guys that want to play in his system. They're not out of control. They do exactly what they're asked to do. With the drive, shot up and good. That's a great job. Jenkins with the drive, and you had two literal picks set right in the lane to allow him to get there.
Good. Look at Franks. Right back at you off the curl in the lane.
Aiden Franks with that one. And it's 21-17. The lead's still 4. These two teams battling back and forth here in the first half. Jenkins on the outside. Hikwu. Open look for him. He's going to take the three, and he's going to nail it. A big three-point basket by Caleb Hikwu.
Boy, if the Pomeroys knock down threes, they're really, really hard to beat. The thing is, they don't knock down a lot of threes. Good defense by Caleb.
Stolen away. Caleb Hikwu puts it up and gets it to go. And immediately 5 points for Hikwu in the last 20 seconds. They're going to bring it up there, and they're going to call timeout. And Pat Knight is livid with what's going on. And you can see him giving it to his players on the way out like, guys, we can't do this. 26-17 when we return for more on Indiana Sports Network.
Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Wabash Valley for over 30 years, and we are a leading Green Pro partner. Cold weather is here. Be sure to have your heating system serviced. We also have rebates available up to $625 on qualifying equipment. You can also get 24 months no-interest financing for qualified customers. So if you need a service call or are looking to upgrade your current system, give us a call at 812-448-8387. Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort and quality meet.
Joink has proudly served the Wabash Valley for over 20 years. And now we're investing in the future and bringing lightning-fast fiber internet to more communities. Fiber means faster. Streaming, learning, innovating, connecting. Experience what fiber internet can do for you from your local connection. Sign up today for free installation and a 3-year price lock. Visit joink.com to get started.
You're watching St. Mary's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Marian with the basketball. Trail by 9. Drive down. Stolen away. Lost it. Still fought for. He's got it. He puts it up. Oh, Sean with the block. And they're going to call the foul on this one.
16 fouls. Big Sean just being a wall. This is a young man that just, you can see him when he plays defense. He moves his feet very nicely, goes straight up the majority of the time, and got the block and then the rebound. And so this is a guy, when you look at Sean coming into this game, he has been called for 15 fouls in 355 minutes played. As a big man, he came in with 17 blocks and 15 fouls as a big man. You don't see that.
He does a lot of really good things. Jenkins can't get it. Rebound. Oh, my goodness. Coming up. It went off his leg.
Yep. And
wow.
You can see the length and athleticism. Last year's team did not have it, but I think last year's team shot the three a little bit better.
They did. From what I'm seeing right now, they shot the ball really well.
But this year's team is just so long.
Another drive in there. Luke Carroll gives it up. Good defense right now by the Pomeroys. He took that one right square in his sternum.
He did.
Look, cross-court pass has a man open. Backdoor cut. He fakes it, and Sean with another block.
That's 2 or 3 today, and his position's going to stay right here.
And what you like about it, he's not trying to swat it into the stands. He's blocking straight up, trying to get his hands on the basketball. What a tremendous rim presence.
Yes. So much more durable as far as endurance, I should say, than last year, going from freshman and sophomore year. One of the big improvements that Sean has made is, boy, he can just stay out there on the court. Doesn't need a lot of break. Referee's going to say, get your hand off. I'm giving you a break, young man. That's a great piece of officiating right there. As Sean had his hands all over Gustin, the referee goes straight up to him and said, look, young man, get your hand off of him.
Shots up. That's a great shot. Couldn't get it to go, and they had it open.
That's not good.
And there's a held ball. Finally.
Yeah,
that was a lot of effort to get your hands on a basketball on the floor.
Shouldn't have been a held ball. Bonds and Tupola were right there underneath the basket. The ball come off the rim and it hits the ground. One of those has to have that on the catch, or even if it does bounce, you have to have it. It shouldn't go to about. Shouldn't lose possession on a rebound opportunity like that when you got numbers underneath.
With 6:26 left to go here in the first half. 26-17, St. Mary-of-the-Woods with the lead. Feed
Very
down
nice
inside.
flip.
Bonds puts it up and in.
Nice flip. It was a good, but you leave your back door exposed, and the Pomeroys took advantage of it.
There's a shot, goes up and in, and they're going to call the foul on the shot.
On who? Yeah, they did. They said it's an
and if it is, it's going to be on Tupola.
Really? Yeah.
23.
Sure did.
Yep. Said he got him, and I think it was lower body is what they said.
I would think that would be the case.
Because he didn't get him up top.
No, he didn't. I just didn't see him delaying, so. Okay.
2 fouls on Tupola now, and at the line is Diallo. And he has been the igniter for Marian.
You look at that, Diallo and Franks off the bench, the vast majority of the 20 points for the Knights today. Pearson back in the game.
Feed
Lob.
up, and
yes,
the alley-oop for Tupola. A 10-point lead for the Pomeroys. Shot, and that's just an athletic move as Gustin gets open off the screen, and I'll tell you what, he's athletic. He can move. I don't know if again, defensively, he's going to have a hard time with Tupola at the other end, but Sean has a hard time with him because he's athletic on the offensive side.
Making him step out, a three-pointer by Howell.
And he answers with a 3.
He's got 6, big quick timeout.
And the timeout on the floor again. St. Mary-of-the-Woods 33, the Knights from Marian 22.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools.
We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Boy, the coaches are coaching in this one.
We're
We're listening to both of them. Normally you can't hear the coaches because there's so many people in here. You can't hear it. But today we get to hear Coach Knight tell didn't I tell you just to stay on that guy? And then at the other end, you're like, it's like a prayer meeting. Something going on down at the Saint Mary-of-the-Woods side because Coach McClung has given them. They actually applauded a player, an individual player in the team meeting. Hey, all right, Nate. Oh, my goodness, that was awesome. Absolutely awesome. 5 minutes left to go here in the first half, an 11-point Pomeroy lead, and Marian with the basketball. Diallo kicks it back outside. Carroll, now they're giving it around. Foe had it, and then he'll give it to Franks. Franks outside to Gustin. Gustin has been playing well as in this one is in the process. Feed down, Gustin, shot up, no good. Rebound, the littlest guy on the floor, and that's Howell. Teray Howell. They're going to feed. They look outside. They're going to try to do something. Well, that's a bad pass.
Yeah, it was.
Tipped. And did he save it? He did.
Wow.
Great play that time by Aiden Franks. Pass in the middle. Open Diallo. Puts it up. Got the three-pointer. And immediately Marian needed that kind of a play.
They really did. After a bad pass turnover, they lead straight to a 3 down to 8-point game.
Howell off the screen. He'll take the three. Can't get it. Rebound comes out to Diallo. Lead pass. They'll give it up and stolen away, but they're going to call the foul on Howell. They say got him down low before he went up.
That's exactly what I was talking about. The Pomeroys go to the offensive glass so hard. I was saying that just a moment ago. If the floor is not balanced, which that time it wasn't bad, but you're going to see that leak out. You had a lead ahead pass to Franks. Franks gets himself to the free throw line. I'm telling you, I really, really like what I'm seeing out of the bench from the Knights. They have provided so much sparks. I don't get Gustin, also Diallo and Franks. They have really, really brought it today.
They're playing extremely hard, and there's really no level difference in effort between a starter and a guy off the bench for Marian.
There really isn't. Really isn't. Same thing. You look at the Pomeroys, what they've brought out the bench. Bonds with good minutes, and of course, you look at Howe and the minutes that he's played has been fantastic. Jesse Burdick, sub coming in for Sean a couple of times, providing some good minutes. So both of these teams really going to their benches very well today.
4 minutes left to go in the first half, and a 6-point lead now for Saint Mary-of-the-Woods. They give that ball outside. They're trying to get it in the post. They get it in, but it's stolen away.
Late pass.
Late pass, didn't get there early enough. Carroll with it on the steal. Gives it up. Diallo for three. Got it, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for the 4-point play.
He was in his airspace, did not let him have room to come down. That was where the foul was, and Diallo with an opportunity with the 4-point play if he can knock down this free throw, which would trim this lead down to 2. We had the biggest lead of the game just a couple minutes ago at 11 points.
Yeah. And
now what a big run here in the last 5 minutes by Marian to trim this lead.
And it's been Diallo.
Yes.
He's been the one that's really been the catalyst for what's going on.
Good trap, Diallo and defense.
Full court. Here it comes, Howell. Driving.
Lob.
They put it up, doesn't get it, but it's tipped in by Tupola.
Got it anyway.
He got it. Yeah, you're calling, just lob it up there. Yeah. Just lob it up there, because it's going to go in if you just lob it towards his side. Feed outside, it's Foe. Diallo, he'll pull up, 15-footer, got it up, and Sean ran over him, picks up his third foul.
Took a bad angle. Went right into his body for the shot. It's kind of like you talk about trying to block a kick, trying to block a punt. You have to take the right angle if you don't go right into the punter. Same thing with Sean right there, picked up his third foul.
And in comes Jesse Burdick, the grad senior from Marshall, Illinois.
You like how I gave you the football reference there? Huh? You proud of me?
I am. That was amazing. I will say this, Jesse Burdick may have another year or two of eligibility from the anybody who has been a transfer in from a community college just gained 2 more years of eligibility, and there are 3 guys, 4 or 5 guys on Saint Mary-of-the-Woods team who are probably just jumping up and down. They get to play basketball for a while.
Better have a lot of players coming out of school with PhDs after all of this eligibility is expired.
Turning the corner with the shot up, can't get it, and everybody's going after it. And I'm telling you.
Blow the whistle.
Wow, they didn't blow the whistle, and it's a 4-on-2 break. Feed it outside. Nice. Diallo with the easy layup. It's a tie score. There's what you wanted. Yep. You thought these two teams were supposed to be pretty even. All of a sudden, Marian on a huge run.
We'll see how the Pomeroys respond with Sean on the bench for the remainder of the half. See how they respond. Getting punched in the mouth right now.
A 13-2 run by Marian.
Looking disorganized right now.
Got to get the guards in the right spot so you have an open look. Pump fake, open look. Shot blocked out of bounds, and that's a shot clock violation. It'll still be Marian basketball as the Knights have come alive here the last 3 minutes of the first half.
Diallo in defense, and it's going to get you back in the game. You see him on the screen right there. Who from the Saint Mary-of-the-Woods Pomeroys is going to be that catalyst? Who's going to provide a spark, get a steal, get a big bucket? We'll see who it is over the last 2 minutes.
Feed, it's Foe from 15, can't get it. Rebound up and picked up by Trey Howell. With the drive, puts a shot up. He's going to get the blocking foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And that's just what the doctor ordered, a transition opportunity. Didn't get a bucket, but still getting out to the races, not having to play against this stifling defense by the Knights they've been displaying over the last 5 minutes or so.
And I'll tell you what, it wasn't like that in the first part of the first half.
It was not. I think sometimes when you get chewed on by your coach a couple of times, you tend to get the message at some point. If you're on the floor, that means you've got the message after a few chew sessions.
Dylan Moles back into the ball game for Marian, and Jared Bonds checks back in for the Pomeroys. A 1-point Pomeroy lead. Teray Howell, the freshman from Evansville, Bossy, in the ball game here at the line. He got the first one, missed the other one, and wow. You want to talk about effort.
Wow,
that effort gave the ball back to Saint Mary-of-the-Woods as Jared Bonds went flying in there, contorted his body, got his hands on it, and actually caused the ball to go off a Marian player.
You don't block out, you don't get a body on somebody. That's what happens. Let's see if the Pomeroys can capitalize.
Open look in the corner. Can't get it. Rebound. And they're going to call the push off, and that'll be on the inside as it went against Burdick, I believe. Let's see what he gets. Yep, 32. Jesse Burdick picks up the foul. It's a double bonus. They're going to shoot 2. We knew we'd probably hit this because early in the ball game there were about 4 quick fouls within the first minute.
That's right.
Both teams are in bonus situations. Guston misses that one, but it's a double bonus.
Marian as a team for the season shooting 78% from the free throw line.
Josiah Guston from Pendleton Heights High School, just north of Indianapolis.
He's got 5 in the game.
Tie score, 1:30 left to go in the first half. You can hear him calling overload. They're going to try to overload the whole thing. They'll get a guy going. Somebody will go to the corner. Here comes the man to the corner. Here comes the overload. And they went back to the man defense.
Oh,
open
boy,
look, pulls up, got it. 2-point basket and a 2-point lead for the Pomeroys.
It's a big bucket there by Howell.
Diallo, nice slip. Just Guston couldn't get his hands on the basketball, and it's stolen away on the inside. Bonds with it, gave it off to Jenkins. Jenkins, pump.
Ooh.
Had a man in the block, and they're not going to put it down there for Burdick. They're going to pull it out. 20 seconds, now down to 15 left on the shot clock.
Ooh, good
Put
block.
it up, couldn't get it. Rebound, he'll put it up.
Another block.
2 block shots right away. Outside is Franks. He's going to feed it out to Diallo.
They're
going to pull it
begging
down.
for one shot on the Marian bench. The whole team, the whole coaching staff was screaming, one shot!
Both these teams are playing very hard in the process of this one. Feed outside, looking for the three, throws it at the basket. It's no good, and we'll go to halftime with Saint Mary-of-the-Woods leading 38-36. And Walt, if you're looking at this one, we thought it was supposed to be close and a good ball game, and early in that first half, it looked like Saint Mary-of-the-Woods was going to run away for a little while. It just didn't happen.
Defense and Diallo got them back in this game. We got a good one.
You can shoot your way out and you can play good defense, and at the right time, Marian got both of them and closed that 11-point gap and tied the score with a 13-2 run. And with that, we'll take our halftime break here from Saint Mary-of-the-Woods with the Pomeroys leading 38-36. Join us back as we have an interview, and it's actually a Marian University interview, as we're going to do that here at halftime. We'll be right back.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
At Great Dane, we don't just build trailers, we build careers. For nearly 50 years, our dedicated teams in the Wabash Valley have been crafting some of the best trailers on the road. With cutting-edge technology and a family-focused environment, we empower our employees to grow, learn, and thrive in the manufacturing industry, all while focusing on delivering the very best for our customers. Come join our legacy of excellence and start building your future. Learn more at greatdane.com/careers. Great Dane. Be great.
It's time for the halftime report on the Indiana Sports Network.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
And welcome back to Saint Mary-of-the-Woods. Alongside me today, this is one of those fun ones, is the offensive coordinator for Marian University and the Knights, who closed out their season 8-2. Had a decent season, but not quality enough for what Marian would really like to have. I know you guys want to win more ball games.
Yeah, I mean, it was overall a good season. You know, we played well in spurts, and you know, kind of like the game going on right now. I mean, back and forth, and you know, it's been good. But Marian's a great place to be. West side of Indianapolis, looking for hungry guys to get the degree, and you know, it was exciting to be there, and exciting to continue on next season and make a run at what we want to do. So.
Recruiting, I know, is going on right now. The center part of your recruiting is Indianapolis area?
Yeah, I mean, we're all over the state and all over the country, really. You know, we're trying to find, like we said, the hungriest guys that we can get to get an education, get a degree, compete at the highest level of NAIA in one of the best conferences in the country in that. And, you know, we're working on gathering a class for the 25s, and you know, with the college landscape and the college recruiting landscape changing every day, really, it's an exciting time to be in athletics. So.
Well, I know the people from around here, they believe you're from the Wabash Valley area, and you kind of are in what's going on. I mean, pretty close. But a couple of guys that I talked to today from Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, they were happy. They said, "Oh, he's coming back. That'll be great." So they were excited to see you, and I know you usually don't get to the Terre Haute area very often, do you?
No, I mean, it's good to be back in home state. I've been all over the Midwest recently in my career, so it's good to be back in Indiana and, you know, be around the Wabash Valley. And we have some guys from the Wabash Valley at Marian. And it's a great place. It's a great place to grow up. And obviously, you have a lot of great opportunities here, you know, with different universities and things like that. But, yeah, it's good to be back home. So.
Well, it is. As you look forward to this next season, again, some of the same things probably happen. Do you lose a lot of guys on your offensive and defensive starting lineups?
I mean, we graduated around 20, 25 guys total. We lose a decent amount on offense, but excited for the reload. And, at Marian, it's a great place, like we talked about, really, like I keep saying. We have a lot of young guys that are ready to step up like we had this year, from the year before. With what we have, in the program and development-wise with our great facilities, our strength program's outstanding, weight room's awesome. Great campus that's growing every day. The program's really new. So, Coach Karras is our head coach. He started the program back in 2007, and and they already have 2 national championships at Marian, and competed in 2 others, and that's the goal here, and we want to get back to that, and we're doing the best we can to develop our guys, and get guys in the right position to execute both offensively, defensively, and on special teams. We're excited about the future and the young guys that we have, and really looking forward to getting to work with those guys after Christmas break and New Year's, and develop them. And it's just ironic we're at a basketball game right now, but we do something crazy in the off season where we kind of do the KBA, which is the Karras Basketball Association, and we get those guys divided up and we play basketball. When you're in Indiana, you play basketball. So that's a fun thing that we do, and create team camaraderie and all those things to get guys together, and the most together teams win, right? Whether it's basketball or football or whatever sport you're looking at, even in corporations and things like that. So it's fun time in the off season. So.
Well, when you look at that and giving back to the community, I know that's a big effort for Marian universities to give back to the community and what's going on. Can you give us kind of an idea of what kind of things you have your football players doing in the off-season that way?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of opportunities community service-wise being in Indianapolis. But we sponsor a sick child every year. This year we had a kid in Cole. So we do that. We have guys around our program. But, all around the Marian community as well. We've, helped old ladies mow their yards or furniture and things along those lines. But, there's a lot of community community service efforts around that we take a part of. So.
Well, I know you've enjoyed your time doing that one, and folks, if you didn't know, Matt is my son, so I kind of got the drop on this one, making sure when Marian came to Terre Haute to play here at Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, I get a chance to actually see him that way and have him join with me, and I appreciate you doing that. I'll be able to tell your mom that we actually got together even before Christmas, which doesn't happen very often in our household. And again, thanks. Halftime here at St. Mary-of-the-Woods, it's 38-36. The Pomeroys with the lead over Marian. I'm going to ask you, has it been a change in an uptick in the atmosphere for the basketball program on campus?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of hype, especially with Coach Knight coming in. Obviously starting off a little rough of what they wanted to record-wise, but they'll get it rolling. We have confidence in that, and we're excited. And then there's a lot of community around Marian anyway. So as long as the sports are going, there'll be a heavy student section in the Marian Maniacs and things like that. So it's a good time, and then overall it feels maybe bigger than what it actually is as far as campus atmosphere and things like that. So the basketball team is exciting, and we have a great atmosphere, great gym, great facilities, and
I know nationally ranked in many other sports as well in the NAIA. And again, thanks for joining us this afternoon, and we'll wish you the best, and we'll be back with more here on Indiana Sports Network.
Go Knights.
Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Wabash Valley for over 30 years, and we are a leading Green Pro partner. Cold weather is here. Be sure to have your heating system serviced. We also have rebates available up to $625 on qualifying equipment. You can also get 24 months no-interest financing for qualified customers. So if you need a service call or are looking to upgrade your current system, give us a call at 812 448-8387. Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort and quality meet.
At Great Dane, we don't just build trailers, we build careers. For nearly 50 years, our dedicated teams in the Wabash Valley have been crafting some of the best trailers on the road. With cutting-edge technology and a family-focused environment, we empower our employees to grow, learn, and thrive in the manufacturing industry, all while focusing on delivering the very best for our customers. Come join our legacy of excellence and start building your future. Learn more at greatdane.com/careers. Great Dane. Be great.
Joink has proudly served the Wabash Valley for over 20 years. And now we're investing in the future and bringing lightning-fast fiber internet to more communities. Fiber means faster. Streaming, learning, innovating, connecting. Experience what fiber internet can do for you from your local connection. Sign up today for free installation and a 3-year price lock. Visit joink.com to get started.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week.
Well, that was, for me, that was rather interesting,
Yeah.
and I loved your questions afterwards. I wish they would have heard that one, like, do you still play basketball? And
Well, I just, remember a lot of, people that are from the Wabash Valley area were treated to some really good basketball by the Rock. Couple different periods.
yeah, and
so,
he was
that
on one of
fun.
those. They were ranked number one
Yeah,
for
man, that was a
most
lot
of his
fun.
season, and
Boy.
just had a good time.
Absolutely. So,
And if you haven't been to Rockville and seen a game, now it's Park Heritage.
Yep.
So if you hear about Park Heritage, that's the school that my son would have graduated from had he stayed around till that was formed. But, oh yeah, you're right. He did a lot of those things. Just had a good time, and he's having a really good time at Marian. Enjoys the school, enjoys the atmosphere of what they're trying to do in the entire athletic program, and that's why this is such a big game for Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, because
really is.
it's two quality. You're looking at somebody that's been at it for a much longer time in Marion, and you're looking at Coach McClung, who wants to bring that style of dedication and atmosphere to Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, and in a lot of ways, it's happened here at Saint Mary-of-the-Woods.
well, you bring in some talent and you win some games, and then all of a sudden you have something. And so, I give credit to then President Dottie King and her staff for the tough decision to go co-ed. It was in a lot of counts unpopular, but they did it anyway, forged ahead, thought that would be best for the university, for the college, and proved to be right. And then you have a men's basketball program that is very young, but you have you make right hires, and the right hires bring in some of the right people, and then you kind of magic happens in a short amount of time, and that's really a testament to once again the administration. You bring in Kevin Lanke, been around this area for a long time, knows the area, knows the game, knows sports. He makes a good hire. And then all of a sudden, here you got something, right?
Yeah.
And so, but it starts at the top, Herb.
Well, and the other one, not only did it bring in a male enrollment, but they also brought in the sports to coincide with it. You got sprint football now. If you're not familiar with sprint football, and I'm going to say probably half the people listening to me right now are not, but it's a weight limit football. It's real football. They play 11-man. It's the same rules that you have at the NAIA in Division II and III and I and all those things. Same rules, but a different league. And in their league, Saint Mary-of-the-Woods is one of the top 2 teams for the last 4 years. They're extremely solid in what they're doing, and put that all together. And now you have a homecoming in the fall. You have all the things that every major university has. They're excited as a student body. They have men's volleyball. They have bowling. They have all these things that are going on. And Saint Mary-of-the-Woods has grown and doubled in size in the last 7 years.
In a time where a lot of people are going the opposite direction.
Yeah. And you can say this exact same thing about Marian. 20 years ago, Marian was small. Marion's not super small anymore, and they have, what we would look at as the second major, program in Indiana to have a medical college. Marian University is that school. So you put all of those things together. These two institutions are very similar in their commitment to their student athletes and to their student body.
And that was just, is a testament to what they're trying to do, educate and empower some of the young people, young leaders of the future. Really leaders of today, and then also going forward, especially.
Well, that was for me. That was an extremely fun interview.
Yep.
Because I don't get to do that very often.
That's right.
Well, again, halftime here, it's 38-36, and St. Mary-of-the-Woods with a 2-point lead. They've led by as many as 11, and Marian has not led in this one. They've had to score tied a couple times, but they have not led in the ball game.
I was thinking they didn't have a 1-point lead there. I know they tied it.
They tied it.
I was thinking they took a 1-point lead for a brief moment, but they did not.
They didn't.
Okay.
No. So, and with that one, it's just kind of been one of those games. Marian has fought back, and St. Mary-of-the-Woods has tried to keep the distance. And again, Marian closed the deal at the end of the first half where it was 36-all. And 20 minutes up on the board. We're ready to go with here in the second half, and Marian with the possession to start this one.
Going with starters to come out of the gates, Coach Knight.
Still trying to do it with it. Moles back outside, gives it up to Foe. Looking for that backdoor cut, wasn't able to get it. Moles drives, puts it up.
I'll take that.
Tupola takes that block away.
Yep.
Right down the lane. Johnson looking, drives, puts it up and in, and again, Jenkins puts that one in.
Yeah, he waited till Ames turned his back. He hesitated. Ames came with the hedge, then didn't stay. And a quick foul as he a little bit too much body there. And they got to watch out with the demonstrations by the referees. Greg Johnson will pick up foul number 2.
Marian with the basketball. They trail by 4. Jenkins, Tupola gets his hands on it, knocks it away.
Find him.
Missed him.
Too late.
Now they've got him down in that low post. Feed back out. Jenkins again puts it up. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2, and he took a big tumble on that one.
Strong take right there by Jenkins as he was going up there to do some damage. He was going to get to the free throw line there, and he wasn't going up there for a layup. He wasn't trying to finger roll that one. He was going up with force. Something that the Knights played with in the last 10 minutes. They played with force.
Yeah, they did, and it's like an immediate switch in this one. It went the other direction this time. I want to thank our sponsors for today's game: Carbon Heating and Air, Disabled American Veterans, Fearless Designs, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane, Hamilton Center, Joint, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. And transportation for Indiana Sports Network is provided by York Automotive with 6 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. Foe with the basketball, looks for a handoff, gets it outside, gives it up to Levon. In the corner is Moles. Feed down low to the big guy Ames. He'll back Tupola down, gets a hook, can't get it to drop, and they're going to get a quick foul by Diallo, who ends up in the ball game, and he'll pick up a foul.
Yeah, I said that went with starters, but I think he was out there to begin the second half, so that was my mistake. But once again, Ames a good opportunity, just could not quite get that to go down. Hopefully he'll get a few more opportunities while he's on the floor. Try to get Sean that 4th foul.
St. Mary-of-the-Woods with the ball. Backdoor cut. Jenkins again scores. Give the assist to Malachi Pearson.
The step, and Marian couldn't quite recover.
They're calling out the screens. A little bit better job. Timeout, Marian. And it's an 8-point Pomeroy lead when we return for more action on Indiana Sports Network.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
(44-36). It's St. Mary-of-the-Woods with that lead. They had a 2-point lead at half and put the first 6 points in. Again, another ebb and flow of the ball game. This time it's been St. Mary-of-the-Woods.
This is a team that definitely will go on a spurt from time to time, or really several times a game, and trying to contain that. Coach Knight trying to stop that run, get his team composed here in this offensive set. Let's see what they get come out of the timeout. That's a big possession for the Marian Knights.
Ooh, he looked like he walked, but he did. Thought he had that one on that opportunity. There's an open three and a buried three by Dylan Moles, a sophomore guard.
Yeah, first bucket of the game. The leading scorer for the Knights, with their eligible players coming into this game.
Feed down inside. They're going to call the hold. That was a great foul. I think you're right.
Absolutely.
Noah Levon with the foul as he held on to him as, again, Tupola was on his way towards the basket for an easy dunk.
See if we get a screen and slip.
They'll feed it down inside. Tupola with a jump hook.
Nice.
Can't get it to go.
Okay. He had good balance. He didn't quite knock it down, but he had good balance right there.
That's that ability to do more with it than what he used to be able to. They'll feed outside and get it out to Ames, and they'll set the offense one more time. Levon to Ames, stolen away, and here comes Jenkins with the drive, puts the shot up and in, and Greg Jenkins takes that one coast to coast.
Well, you let him get out in the open court, and it's really trouble. Even though he had to change directions multiple times, Diallo couldn't quite get there.
Feeding it. Again, it's Moles. Being hawked in outside by Johnson. A lot of effort. Technical foul called on Johnson.
Watch it.
As he talked.
His team needs to grab him right now. There you go. Grab him. Get him away. Sometimes you want to know what you did, but sometimes right now is not the time to ask it. Or you have to have your teammate ask the question.
Yes.
He's not the guy to ask that right now.
In this case, it was Coach McClung, and he immediately pulls Teray Howell into the ball game, and he'll probably talk to Greg Johnson once he gets off the floor. Says he's on the floor, and again, really doesn't need that one to happen.
Obviously I don't know what he said, didn't say. Awfully demonstrative on that one. That he didn't say anything untoward. Of course, I guess not too many players are going to agree with the technical, but I wish I could find out
what actually he said.
Yeah, what the referee said. He said, and
they'll feed it up in there. Shots up, no good. Bound, rebound comes out to Jenkins.
Find
Greg Jenkins.
Sean. Find him. He's got it. Oh, boy, you got to find him.
Open look from 15, can't get it. Rebound comes out, and a good one pulled down that time by Foe.
And they get a timeout. I remember a little injury situation here.
Yep, got poked in the face.
Yeah, bloody nose.
Bloody nose.
Yeah, going to get that tended to.
And they're going to have to check and make sure there's no blood on the floor and everything else here.
I will say, when you have a big man that is busting his hump end to end, first playing defense, sprinting in transition, one of the first to get on the block, you have to find him because he's going to have that mismatch. Ames is trailing him down the floor. You have to know that your big man is running. Go find him, get him the ball, reward him for his effort.
Hayden Natra from Mayfield High School in Ohio comes in to the ball game for Marian on a replacement. Ames with the handoff.
Nice.
Diallo.
Yep, he got pushed. Good call.
He'll go to the line.
Got Jenkins on the push. He was trailing from behind. A series of curls there off of those ball screens. And they finally found one. They had an advantage. Got Diallo onto the block and going to get 2 free throws.
Well, the one thing they're doing, which is a little different, it's not the old style motion offense. They're using the ball screen offense, and then they double screen off the ball screen. That's where they found those guys open coming around the horn.
Diallo, 21 points in the first half, knocks down a pair to give him 23.
He is just on fire. He makes it happen for Marian right now.
And then you change the defense, come a little full-court trap.
Open look with the drive. Almost got that one picked.
Yeah, I will say that might play into the hands of the Pomeroys. The Pomeroys want to play fast. He traveled or
he
was
out of bounds.
Okay, it was one of the two. Down to a 4-point game now. Once again, you get it up to around 8 or 9. The defense tightens a little bit. You get a technical with 2 free throws. If you get a foul with 2 more free throws, and now it's a 4-point game with the ball.
And Marian keeps hanging around it,
That's
so
right.
to speak, in what's going on because they're playing hard and playing a good brand of basketball for what they have in their lineup. Stolen away, stripped away. Teray Howell with a good defensive presence that time, along with Caleb Awiku.
Just lost it.
Stolen away. Moles with it, driving the lane, goes to put it up, doesn't get it.
I wonder if Coach Knight said something to Moles at the halftime break. I don't even know if he got a shot off in the first half. Let me look. Moles, it was 0 for 1. Totally stifled. Comes in, the team's leading scorer on the season based on, like I said, based on bodies that they have presently available. And they've been scoring the ball pretty nicely. And he gets shut down in the first half. You see him this half more aggressive, finding a spot, getting the ball. And so I wonder if they had a little conversation, a little come to Jesus meeting with Dylan Moles in the halftime break. Looks much better here in the second half.
Well, the offense looks better. They just haven't scored as much as what they would like to. It's a 2-point lead. And into the ball game for Saint Mary-of-the-Woods was Damaris Merriweather, the senior from Lawrence Central in Indianapolis.
How about Marian? 6 free throws already. Free throw makes as he travels in the second half already. And a foul by Sean.
Foul.
They get a foul by Sean, or who was that on?
I think it's on Ames.
So it's here.
It's on Ames. Okay. 14. He pinned him. He used his hands on the block out. And when you use your hands on the block out on that one to keep Big Sean from getting position, now they're probably going to see the blood from the previous nosebleed is probably what's happened there. And they'll clean that one up. And with that one, we're going to take a very short break. We'll be right back. You're watching Indiana Sports Network.
Your all-pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an all-pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one all-pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1. You are. You're #1 at York.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
And it had a close-up of somebody cleaning up the blood spill. That was pretty good. Way to go. There it is. The work going on at Saint Mary-of-the-Woods as they send all the players back to their bench. Everybody's going to check on what's going on.
Yeah, we'll get the floor cleaned up.
I don't know if you know the PPE procedure on that one. Do you know this one?
The procedure?
The procedure. She's got gloves on, and she has a disinfectant, and no one else is supposed to touch it. And then when she's done, she throws it all away. And they're doing it right. And a lot of places they don't. So, again, that's what's supposed to happen. A 2-point lead by the Pomeroys, and now we'll break the huddles and get out there and play some more basketball with about 15 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Everybody's trying to get things going.
Did the procedure say we pick up the towel with no gloves?
The towel wasn't used on any blood. That's what they're saying.
Wipe up the surface.
That's how it works.
I'm just saying.
They've got more blood on more people. That's what they're saying.
Wow. It's going to be interesting now. Players going to have to stretch to stay ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
There's no bike. You know, in football they put a bike on the sideline.
There is a bike over there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody's using it.
No.
No. Everybody's coaching. Everybody's having a good time. Christmas break.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting with these players right now actually getting to play a few games where you don't have to worry about classes at all.
Yeah.
You just literally focus on basketball.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to worry about, paper or getting up for a 9 to 10 class when you just got back off the road at 2 a.m. You have to worry about any of that kind of stuff.
Or the other one is studying. Yeah. That's the big one.
Yeah.
You don't have to study for anything. Yep. Merriweather into the ball game, and he'll throw this one inbounds. They'll get it started. It's the Pomeroy basketball, 20 seconds on that shot clock because it was knocked out of bounds. Trying to get it in. They do. Jenkins doesn't get it. It comes off of everybody's, and it's stolen away. Here comes Merriweather. Again, that quickness, ability, and what he's doing. It's tipped away. Everybody's got their hands on a basketball. Jenkins using the high screen. He'll drive, kick it in the open.
Not a good catch. Nope.
Well, he didn't have a good toss in there. Nice little jump hook on the inside by Malachi Pearson.
He had the shorter guy on him, able to take him to the middle, and LeVon has 3 fouls. Didn't really want to contest too much.
And they're running the offense. He trailed that one. Tough one. Nice little hook. Can't get it. Rebound tipped out.
Dodged a bullet.
Here comes Jenkins down the lane. Puts it up. Can't get it. Rebound. Big Sean. He goes up. Gets it. Blocked.
Good
and right back
ways.
at it.
Mm-hmm. Now find Ames.
Picked up, and here comes. It's a 3-on-1. With it, Merriweather puts it. Oh, and he gets hammered.
Tupelo is a little gimpy. He's going to go to the trainer, and we're going to get a sub in for him. Looks like it's going to be Bonds coming in. But I talked about find Ames a moment ago. Ames ran the floor. I'm just a big proponent of when the big man runs the floor, you got to get rewarded.
Yeah, and with that, we're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching Indiana Sports Network.
Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Wabash Valley for over 30 years, and we are a leading Green Pro partner. Cold weather is here. Be sure to have your heating system serviced. We also have rebates available up to $625 on qualifying equipment. You can also get 24 months no-interest financing for qualified customers. So if you need a service call or are looking to upgrade your current system, give us a call at 812-448-8387. Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort and quality meet.
Joink has proudly served the Wabash Valley for over 20 years. And now we're investing in the future and bringing lightning-fast fiber internet to more communities. Fiber means faster. Streaming, learning, innovating, connecting. Experience what fiber internet can do for you from your local connection. Sign up today for free installation and a 3-year price lock. Visit joint.com to get started.
You're watching St. Mary's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, with the blood timeout, and when I say that, and now an injury timeout, and the timeout for basically like TV-style timeout, we put it all together, and it's like, wow.
Yep.
So Tupuola appears that he has a cramp, is what it appears to be. It may be a contact induced too, because he did take a shot down there.
Yep. Taking some tablets.
Yeah, mustard packs work too. That's the old guys. They used to put mustard in. Feet down in low post, and again, there's Greg Jenkins acting like he's 30 years old or something.
Yeah.
He just goes down.
He's the old soul.
It is. It's the old soul. Let me beat you, not by my athletic ability. Let me beat you because I'm smarter than you. And he just took that one to task. Solid defense that time on Diallo. They're up, shots up, and again, Diallo is lighting it up.
He is. They found him. Every time he's getting trailed on that screen, he's making them pay.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he played like this the whole season, I don't know how many games they would have won extra. Merriweather for 3. He nails one.
Big by Damaris Merriweather. His first bucket of the game.
Diallo drives, shoots, and scores. I don't know if you're going to stop him right now.
Yeah, he's on a heater.
He's just eating at will. Jenkins turn around in the lane. He gets another one to go.
He's nearing in on 20 points.
And everybody's putting it in the hole right now.
It's a fun game to watch, isn't it?
It is. Back and forth. Levon feeds up. Diallo looking for that inside presence. They'll give it up to Ames down the low post. He's trying to back down. Turnaround hook, can't get it. Rebound to Merriweather.
That's why you don't help.
Outside, here's Jenkins.
He was too far away from the basket on that, in my estimation.
They're going to spread the floor and relax just a little bit. Merriweather for 3, puts it up, doesn't get it. It's bounded. Everybody went after it. Quickest man to the basket. Here it comes. There's another 3. Howell can't get it. Rebound tipped out, and Ames picks up a rebound 20 feet from the basket.
And he's ready for a blow. He's a little tired.
Everybody's going hard.
Coach McClung yelling not to foul.
Drive in the lane, and a shot's up and good that time by Nahara.
His first bucket, that was a nice take right there. Got a little advantage and went over the smaller Pearson.
5-point lead for the Pomeroys.
Back to the zone.
I think everybody wanted to slow it down there. They got a little bit too fast for both sides. Feed down inside. Jenkins.
Swing it.
Open look for 3.
Yep.
Got it.
The swing and the knockdown.
Pearson for 3. And it's an 8-point Pomeroy lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. You're watching Indiana Sports Network.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, it's an 8-point lead as you're watching Coach Pat Knight address the Marian Knights there in the huddle. trying to get them to play. And again, this game has had ebb and flow back and forth. Both teams have had runs, but Marian has not been able to overtake St. Mary-of-the-Woods. Right. But you never know. There's an 8-point lead. That's well within the range of 3 different possessions for Marian. That's what they did in the first half when they went on a 13-2 run.
Just a couple of stops here and there, and then next thing you know, you've got a different game as, just trying to sustain something. Either team. Look at the Pomeroys trying to sustain this momentum that they have right now. I love the lineup that St. Mary-of-the-Woods has on the floor, a little smaller lineup, but to match up a little bit better with what Marian has on the floor.
Wow.
I like that.
That was an interesting look by Marian as they ran that. Almost looked like that circle cut. Feed down inside. They got a man up. There's the drive. Nope. He pulled it back outside to Levon. Levon, backdoor cut. He did a good one that time. And again, down in that post is Nara.
Yeah. Just 27 seconds of good defense.
Woo.
No, 27 seconds of great defense, and then just one little bit of a lapse. You get somebody on your hip, you take advantage of it. Next thing you know, you're at the free throw line for a couple free throws.
8-point lead for the Pomeroys as Nara goes to the line and cans that first free throw. We want to thank our camera operators for today's game. They're Kanan Harper, Jackson Hunt, and Noah Gastineau. Were directed and produced by Tony Harper. If you want to advertise on Indiana Sports Network, drop us a line. I'm sure Tony will be able to set things up to give you that opportunity. A 6-point lead now for the Pomeroys.
Boy, how patient was that possession to get those 2 free throws.
Well, and an interesting way to get into the offense, too, as they ran around in circles for a little bit. You couldn't even tell who to guard. Good ball movement. Jenkins down the middle, looks, backdoor cut for Merriweather, reverse layup, doesn't get it, and a rebound comes out to Gustin.
Didn't need the reverse because of no shot blocker.
Shot up, and that is a whale of a take by Levon.
Levon's first bucket of the game, 2 points.
Feed down inside, almost lost it out of bounds. Jenkins, open look.
Cutter.
Well, they just backed off on him. Thought he was going to turn around and finally shoot it. Howell with it to Merriweather. Back to Howell. They're going to move it around.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Jenkins is the guy at the high post. Shots up, blocked, out of bounds, and they say hit him.
Oh, I don't know about that. I couldn't see it from this angle, but boy, oh boy.
Hayden Nara. Nara got called for the foul, and going to the line will be the Pomeroys to shoot 2. And it's Malachi Pearson, the junior from Logansport. He went to community college in Florida.
On the other end, the Pomeroys got called for a foul with 2 seconds on the shot clock. This time the Knights get called with 1 second on the shot clock. All that good defense, and then just at the end of the possession, you commit a foul.
Tupola set to enter the ball game if Pearson makes the free throw. Pearson makes the free throw, and Tupola back in the ball game. Had some cramping issues from what we've seen on the sideline, so let's hope Sean can survive the rest of the ball game, and it just depends on which kind of cramps he had on this one.
2 big free throws there by Pearson. He's got 7 in the half.
Nara. Here comes Diallo. Back outside, Nara for a 3. He nails that one.
Big bucket. Big bucket.
And it's a 3-point lead for the Pomeroys. The Knights have continually fought all the way through this ball game to keep it close. The lead had stretched to 11 in the first half to 8 in the second half. Merriweather, quick burst in the lane and threw it out over and back potentially. It was out of bounds, that turnover.
That's the second time I thought Merriweather could have scored.
Yes.
From the front side. Didn't need to go under.
And he thinks he's going to get a shot blocked.
There's nobody there to do it.
Yeah.
There's nobody, because the big man was already lifted. You beat your man. Just take the little layup.
Timeout on the floor. It's a 3-point Pomeroy lead.
The Wabash Valley for over 20 years. And now we're investing in the future and bringing lightning-fast fiber internet to more communities. Fiber means faster. Streaming, learning, innovating, connecting. Experience what fiber internet can do for you from your local connection. Sign up today for free installation and a 3-year price lock. Visit joint.com to get started.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
And welcome back. If you're looking statistically, here's the big one. I'm just going to tell you this one. Marian has shot the basketball from three-point range. They're 4 of 4. 100% of their three-pointers have gone in because they've been wide-open looks. For Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, they're at 41, almost 42%.
But you'll take that.
It's fine. But when you look at that, and then free throws. If you're looking, Marian, 15 of 16 from the foul line. 15 of 16.
And they'll be potentially getting the bonus here soon. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, open look. Down inside, Tupola in his face and puts that one in, does Josh Gustin. Josiah Gustin.
Good look from the baseline extended there to get their Marian Knights within one.
Feed it inside and turnover. Marian has a chance to take the lead.
There it is.
And there it is. No, he doesn't get it. Rebound comes out. Wide open look again. They miss that three-pointer. And they're going to call the foul, and that's going to be a hook. And they're going to call it on Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, Greg Johnson. And he's had a couple calls go against him, and he's not going to be pleased on this one. That's either 3 or 4.
Well, the technical was on him, right? So would that be 4?
4.
Okay. Got to be careful.
Nara with the basketball. A 1-point Saint Mary-of-the-Woods lead. But you're going to try to feed it inside. Lovan drives down the lane, goes to put it up. Open look, and Marian has their first lead of the ball game. It's a 1-point lead, 61-60.
And that's the matchup that's been there all game. Oh, boy, Sean's hobbling again. He's hobbling again. Oh, boy. That's the matchup that we're looking at that with Gustin. Has been the one guy that's been able to really exploit Sean coming off these pin downs, these curls, and then finding that 10 to 12, 15-footer. Is Sean going to come out?
Is he going to stay in?
So not being able to get out there in time, and Gustin's been able to knock down multiple mid-range shots.
Well, it's a good look. Marian has just continually moved, and I'll tell you what, that's the first time I've seen that style of an offense by Marian, where they literally run in a 4-man circle in the middle of the lane till their man gets lost. They'll feed it outside. Howell gave it up outside to Johnson, to Howell. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Howell in the lane, can't get it. Rebound, fought for, picked up. It's Marian. Feed it in, lost, stolen away. Nope. And they're going to say it stays with Marian. You say that Pomeroys knocked it out of bounds. A 1-point Knight lead, 61-60. And again, this is the first lead by Marian in the ball game. Open look, Nara buries another shot.
Oh, he's feeling good, Herb.
It's a 2-pointer, a 3-point lead for the Marian Knights. Howell. Giving it up to, again, back to Howell.
Can't find that middle at all.
Ikwu inside, can't get it to go, and the rebound comes out to Gustin. Marian with the basketball. Lovan. Nara has it stolen away and almost lost. It is lost, and they picked it up. That was just a lot of effort both sides. Feed it up. Here comes Jenkins. Walk up three. Got it.
How big was that?
Ties the score at 63.
How big was that?
Literally walked up easily and just stroked that one in. Nara inside, good cut by Franks. That's the aggressive defense. If you're not playing help side on it, you get screened, and that's exactly what happened to Saint Mary-of-the-Woods. A 2-point lead, Marion's largest of the game with 6 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Jenkins pulls up, 15-footer, can't get it. Rebound, fought for, picked up by Franks.
Yeah, he got fouled as well, didn't get that call. But boy, that was a strong two-handed rebound. 2-point lead in the ball. Been trailing all game long into the last couple of minutes. I like getting Merriweather back in the game. I see him getting ready to check back in.
Backdoor cut. Nara can't get it. Rebound, puts it up. He got it, and it is going to count. He'll go to the line. Josiah Gustin gets it to go off the rebound.
It's a great cut, first of all, by Nara. I couldn't quite get that one to go, and then Gustin, boy, I'm telling you what, I've been really impressed by both of those gentlemen and what they've been able to do, given the good size, good strength down low, and be able to both knock down the mid-range jumper, both been able to get something around the basket.
And for Marian, it's been different players at different times of the ball game that have taken over the game. Gustin has been that guy here at a certain point. 67-63, the Knights with the lead. Using that zone, clear out in front.
Find that middle.
Trying to get it to go. Double screen, offensive screen, and they'll get that one easily on Hogg.
Not the time for that foul either.
Taryn Hogg with that moving screen. Gives the turnover back to Marian with approaching that 5-minute mark in the ball game. They're going to run some clock on this, see if they can get a good shot. St. Mary-of-the-Woods in the zone now, right back at you. They're going to trap it on occasion.
Yeah.
Feed down in.
Backside.
Looking for it. Had a man in the post. There's his backdoor cut. And Gustin. Josiah Gustin throws that one down. Largest lead now for Marian at 6.
Coach McClung letting them play through to figure this thing out.
See what they can do.
Yep.
Good learning procedure. Double clutch, can't get it. Rebound comes out to Marian. Diallo with another key board. And the well has gone dry for the Pomeroys here in the last 4 minutes.
The drive has been taken away. The shot is not there. What do? You got to dig down on defense to get a stop. Get out in transition.
Well, they're going to have to move that basketball. And again, can't get it. Rebound out, and they're going to say it's still going to go to the Pomeroys. Just under 4 minutes, 3:55 left to go in the ball game. And a timeout on the floor. And again, Marian leads by 6 here on Indiana Sports Network.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy. Since 1872, we are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
.355 left to go in the ball game. 69-63, Marian with the lead. As you really want to see, if you are Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, you want to see the basketball go through the rim, and it hasn't for several minutes here. They've had a huge dry spell.
Yeah, they haven't, and that's where we talked about that earlier. Can they sustain? And they haven't been able to sustain. Like I said, very explosive, but they haven't been able to sustain that momentum in multiple different positions.
Howell back outside, gives it up to Johnson. He throws it at the basket. It goes in. Greg Johnson scores.
First bucket by Johnson of the day.
Leads to 4. Trying to figure out, Nahara tried to throw that backdoor cut. He thought he had a man open, and he didn't. He threw it literally right out of bounds.
Yeah, the cutter didn't cut.
Nope.
Also got impeded a little bit. Wasn't able to get to a spot. So finally got to stop. Let's see if we can get him a score.
Teray Howell with it. Feeds it back outside to Hogg. Hogg with the drive. Puts it up. Short runner. Got it. 2-point lead for Marian. Here it comes, Levon. The freshman guard from Providence. He'll feed it in. Goes for the shot. Can't get it. Rebound to the Pomeroys. Johnson drives. In, down, close. Got it up and scores it. And Greg Johnson gets a little redemption as he's had a rough ball game defensively, and that one goes in. He'll go to the line to try to put the Pomeroys back in the lead. Again, the ebbs and flows of this. When it goes one direction, it goes the other.
Turnabout fair play is this has been happening to the Pomeroys all game long. You get a little bit of a lead, then the other team comes back. This time Marian, we got up to 6-point lead, and the Pomeroys now in a 7-0 run.
And the Pomeroys again take the lead, 70-69. Approaching 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. Levon. Nara had a man open on the slip. Nara pivots around. Diallo pumps, he goes in, and he draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, it can't be an and one, though. I like the fact that they made sure that it was not going to be an and one. Once you got the foul and he's going up, everything you have to do to make sure that ball is not going in.
We want to thank our sponsors, Carbon Heating and Air, the Disabled American Veterans, Fearless Designs, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane, the Hamilton Center, Joink, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. Transportation for Indiana Sports Network is provided by York Automotive with 6 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. It's a 1-point Marian lead. Man defense. Howell has an open look, takes the 3, puts it up, but can't get it to go. Rebound comes out to Johnson. He's trapped in the corner.
I'm out.
And they did they get the timeout? They did. Timeout called. Coach Jesse McClung was right in the ear of the official screaming at him. He finally got him to call it. And there is a timeout on the floor. 16 seconds on the shot clock when we return. Pomeroy basketball in just a moment.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1. You are. You're #1 at York.
Fearless Designs is still your champion for the finest in laser engraving. Trophies, hats, key rings, mugs, license plates, signs, and almost anything you can dream of are all available. Fearless Designs is a local company now serving the entire United States. Contact Fearless Designs for all your gift and promotional items. You will be glad you did.
You're watching St. Mary's basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
And they're having a nice discussion as there was some contact before the ball was even handed to a Saint Mary-of-the-Woods player. There was a contact on the run through. Coach McClung is asking for the trip that actually happened in the process of him running through. Open look. Here's Howell. 10 seconds on the shot clock. It's Jenkins. He'll drive in. Open look outside for Hall. Got it up. Can't get it. Rebound. Tipped up. Jenkins with it. Saved it inside. Hogg down at a low post. He can't get it to go. It's blocked. Open look. And Jenkins will go to the line. Again, the Pomeroys out hustling the Knights to the basketball and those loose ball opportunities, and it'll be a two-shot foul.
Offensive rebounds is part of the name of the game for the Pomeroys. They've been able to get the offensive glass, just not going in for a lot of these putbacks, but going to get 2 free throws. Well-earned free throws here.
Greg Jenkins at the line ties the score at 71.
Jenkins now with 25 on the night. Afternoon, I should say, not night.
And he's been the guy that's come alive. He really has.
All game long. He's 9 in the first half and continue in the second half.
He puts that one in. St. Mary-of-the-Woods leads by 1.
What a game.
They'll feed it outside. Levon looking for the screen and roll. Had him. Didn't want to take it. Nara tries to drive down the lane. He'll feed it outside. Diallo. Levon, loose ball down the low post, puts it up. Can't get it. Rebound comes out to Howell.
And he's hurt. He's hurt.
And a timeout's been called. It's a 30-second timeout. And we'll take one right now. Again, we'll see what happens to Howell when we return. You're watching Indiana Sports Network.
Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the Wabash Valley for over 30 years, and we are a leading Green Pro partner. Cold weather is here. Be sure to have your heating system serviced. We also have rebates available up to $625 on qualifying equipment. You can also get 24 months no-interest financing for qualified customers. So if you need a service call or are looking to upgrade your current system, give us a call at 812-448-8387. Carbon Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort and quality meet.
Joink has proudly served the Wabash Valley for over 20 years. And now we're investing in the future and bringing lightning-fast fiber internet to more communities. Fiber means faster. Streaming, learning, innovating, connecting. Experience what fiber internet can do for you from your local connection. Sign up today for free installation and a 3-year price lock. Visit joink.com to get started.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, it's the good, the bad, the ugly. The good for St. Mary-of-the-Woods is they have the ball and they have a 1-point lead. The bad, they have 2 players that have left the floor, both of them injured. It looks like Howell is going to be able to make a return here in a few seconds as he tries to shake it off.
What's the ugly?
The ugly?
No timeouts.
No timeouts. That's it. Good, the bad, and the ugly. Man, do you remember that movie, by the way?
I love that movie.
There you
absolutely love. That's my favorite Eastwood movie. I love that movie. Oh, man, I can watch that every day.
Here we go. 1:07 as the clock's rolling. And St. Mary-of-the-Woods wants to run it down. They want to score and put this thing away if they can.
I'd love to get Merriweather off the bounce here.
Jenkins off the bounce, has it, got the draw, and couldn't put it in.
Got lucky, but that's not the advantage right there. He got, He got lucky. He got his man in the air.
So Greg Jenkins will go to the line to try to put the Pomeroys up 3. 50 seconds left. Again, Marian does not have to go for a three-point shot, even if he makes both of these, and he misses it.
Woo. You know, just these situations where a team, this is a new team, this is where you find your identity. In games like this, last year you knew where the ball was going, end-of-game situations. This year, Pomeroys haven't been in a whole lot of close games either way down the stretch. Who do you have the ball in end-of-game situations?
2-point lead for the Pomeroys, and we're at 40 seconds left to go in the ball game.
How about Nara pin the ball up front?
Both teams are in a double bonus, so any foul will put them at the line for 2 shots. Inside and tipped out of bounds. Good defense by Merriweather.
I was surprised when Diallo gave up his dribble at the top of the key. I thought he was going to make a play, end up keeping the play alive, but I'm going to keep this ball. 12 seconds to go on the shot clock.
20-second difference. Had a man down low. They're going to try to feed it in. That's a 5-second call, and Saint Mary-of-the-Woods will gain possession of the basketball. Again, the Pomeroys have no timeouts, so now you're going to see a full court pressure.
That was a 5, kind of on the quicker variety. That was closer to 4.75 than 5, I think. I don't. That's my estimation.
I know you had your stopwatch out,
Yeah,
but a
it was
timeout's
close
been
one.
called. We're going to take one as well. A 2-point Pomeroy lead when we return for more.
Account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
At Great Dane, we don't just build trailers, we build careers. For nearly 50 years, our dedicated teams in the Wabash Valley have been crafting some of the best trailers on the road. With cutting-edge technology and a family-focused environment, we empower our employees to grow, learn, and thrive in the manufacturing industry, all while focusing on delivering the very best for our customers. Come join our legacy of excellence and start building your future. Learn more at greatdane.com/career.
Full denial defense. They got to get it in. Merriweather with it. He's got it. Now they got a length of the floor. Here they come.
Good decision.
They're going to hand it out, and Johnson will take it down the lane.
Good decision.
They could have probably taken that one right to the basket and scored, and if they did, that probably would have helped them rather than putting them at the line. But again, they were able to get it in and get it across the 10-second line. 24.3 seconds left to go in the ball game, and a 2-point lead as stepping to the line is Greg Johnson.
Good free throw shooter. Probably shouldn't even have said that. You know, this announcer jinx thing. I'm a little bit superstitious. I think it might be a real thing.
I've been around you enough to know that one. And it's a 4-point Pomeroy lead. That's a big shot.
I'd love to see a little pressure here. There you go.
Levon pulls it in the corner, shots up.
He was fading.
And didn't get it. Rebound, tipped up and pulled down by the Pomeroys. And they're going to say it went out of bounds, but it was tipped by Marian. That will give the ball to the Pomeroys. Of course, there's no shot clock right now. 12 seconds left to go in the ball game.
It's unfortunate for Marian Franks. The pass wasn't right on him. It led him to the corner. He was leaning, wasn't quite balanced. And boy, if he had a good pass, that people probably would have knocked that down.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, if he'd have been able to throw it to the other end of the floor, nobody was there but a Pomeroy. There was only one deep. Everybody was committed to getting to the ball for Marian, and they did a great job of it. Here it is. They threw it up.
Wow.
Moving it. Jenkins in the backcourt. He's going to get it
Got
over. He did. And there's Johnson. He'll go to the line with 5 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Wow.
And for all intents and purposes, this thing could be over.
Wow.
A 4-point lead for the Pomeroys. 5 seconds left to go in the ball game. And Greg Johnson will tee it up again. Hit the last 2. He's got 2 more shots here. Missed that one. Okay, that one was on me, right?
Might have been.
Might have been.
Yep.
Here's his second shot. It's good. Now they're going to try to throw it in short again. They get it up. Levon, he's going to have to jack one quick. And there's the three, end of the ball game. It's going to count. That's going to lower the win total, but Saint Mary-of-the-Woods comes away with a 2-point win here at home against the Marian Knights. And we thought it'd be a good ball game. That ball game came right down to the wire. It's a very solid game by both of these teams, and you're going to have to kind of look and see the evaluation of this one after it's over, because you don't want Tupuola to be injured on this one, and you really don't know what happened. He went into the locker room late in the game, and that's what everybody's going to talk about. He is going through the shaking of hands, and we'll see what's going to happen here. But again, a solid ball game. Diallo, I'm talking about, man, did he come on in this ball game for Marian, played a tremendous ball game.
He really did, and Diallo just just an unstoppable force. Just very close to 30 points here. You just kind of watch Coach McClung embrace the Marian Knights player, coaches,
and that's he helped recruit them. He brought up the juniors and seniors in this Marian squad. Coach McClung was, instrumental in bringing them in and coaching them for a year and those kinds of things. And when he left, he was well loved at Marian. That's why you get good jobs, or you get jobs because you've done a good job as an assistant coach. And he did that at Marian. And for Coach McClung, having a chance to win this one was a huge opportunity for him.
That's big. And just you could just see his countenance when their largest deficit, 6 points, and there was a timeout, and I'm kind of watching him, look at his face, and boy, I'm like, I wonder what's on his mind right now. But to see the resolve, to see the fight, the players respond as they're able to gut this thing out. Sean getting injured, and to not be able to go the last 7-8 minutes of the game.
Oh, and he changed the lineup to give them advantages, and the advantage wasn't that you had a big guy. The advantage was you had shorter, super athletic defensive players, and that's exactly what he did.
He did, and I so many guys stepped up coming off the bench. But I look at Damaris Merriweather, a senior. Thank you, Ace. Appreciate it. Coming off the bench, and her so many times is, what do you do when your number gets called? Maybe you obviously everybody would love to play more minutes, but this is a young man, and we've talked about him through his time here at Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, where he comes from a great family. He's been known to have a good attitude, and it shows. And then when his number gets called, what does he do? He comes in, produces, plays great defense. He moves the ball well. He gets to the basket. He distributes. He knocked down a big shot. So maybe he didn't play the minutes that maybe he would like, but you see the attitudes there, the efforts there, and when his number was called. And you can look up and down the lineup for both of these teams. When their number was called, I can't look at a guy who came off the bench and was a dud.
No.
And there's not very many games where you can say, man, everybody who came off the bench did a great job. But, man, you can go off both of these teams. The guys who came off the bench, when their number was called, they were ready. They came in and executed. They produced, did everything they could to help their team.
And that's really what you want at this level of the game, because they're both getting ready to start conference play.
Right.
And this game was about getting ready for a conference game, and you can see both of these teams played that style of basketball.
And Marian coming in with a 2-game losing streak, you knew they would come in, trying to get right, trying to get a win, an embarrassing loss last time out to IU Columbus, and this time coming on the road in a hostile environment, which great crowd despite not having the students. The crowd was large and loud. I would have loved to see the students were here. Yeah. The energy would have been just unbelievable.
Yeah,
but it was already good.
It would have packed the gym out.
Yeah,
if the students were here, everybody would have been here on this one. But again, just a tremendous afternoon of basketball here from Saint Mary-of-the-Woods, where the Pomeroys come out victorious 76-74. Do you have a couple guys that you want to note scoring-wise and what's going on?
Yeah, you start with Diallo for Marian, and this is the guy who scored 24 points last time out against IU Columbus. And Diallo was everything tonight, 9 of 11 from the floor, 29 points, and did it first half and second half. He had 21 the first half, did a better job on him than St. Mary-of-the-Woods second half. But you had, in the second half, other guys that were able to get on the scoreboard. Dylan Bowles, leading scorer, finally got on the board. He played big 6 points, big point second half. And so when you look at Diallo, first half, second half, well, he had some more help. First half, he had to put the team on his back, and he did just that. You look at the St. Mary-of-the-Woods, and you can't say enough about what Greg Jenkins did. 27 points, 10 rebounds, a big double-double. And this is a young man that is going to always play big minutes and has to shoulder some of the load offensively, and doesn't shoot it from outside a whole lot. But man, he can get downhill in a hurry, and just a monster of a game that he had here in this contest. And then down the stretch, talk about when your number's called. How about Hogg down the stretch? Last 5 minutes, going to putting him in the lineup, providing some extra length, and hit a big shot, got some rebounds, and so. Up and down the side, you can call just about everybody's name and talk about something positive from them. But, boy, this is a big win for St. Mary-of-the-Woods. As you mentioned, going close to conference play and going into the Christmas break. This is a big win. And Marian, a really good outing. They played like this last game to get a win.
Yeah.
Maybe the last couple of games. But they played really, really well after the first 5-6 minutes. They got their sea legs under them. And they went toe-to-toe with St. Mary-of-the-Woods, who I think will be back in the NAIA National Tournament again this year.
Well, that's the goal. And both of these schools, again, are – I think we're good on this one as we try to close this one out. But St. Mary-of-the-Woods, we're looking for big things from them in the River States Conference. They've got to be one of the favorites, especially in the western group of schools. And again, you'll see Marian improve. Again, they lost a player earlier for an injury, and it totally changed the disposition of what's going on. And there are several freshmen playing for Marian as well.
Yes.
And when we look at these two teams, we wish them both the best of luck. It's been great bringing you basketball here this afternoon from Terre Haute, Indiana. Walt Gordon's my partner. I'm Herb King, and we'll say so long this afternoon, where the Pomeroys defeat the Knights 76-74.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week. This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.